hello, ni hao, xin zhao, and whatever else your greeting of choice may be from Shanghai, China. Today, we're out at Zhongshan Park to try and grab ourselves a course record. If you saw my course record video for Zhongshan Park, which I highly recommend, personally I thought it was quite good, although it is my least watched video to date, so take from that what you will. But if you did see the video, then you'll know the drill. We're out here to run a time trial around the park and hopefully set a brand new Strava course record while we are at it.
Mommy 在这里。
Mommy's在那边。
这里呀。Silly bum bum.
With the Zhongshan Park video, I actually already had the course record. It was more a case of trying to improve on that and challenging myself to run a 2K time trial, which is something that I'd never done before. At least this time round, the record is actually held by someone else, although I think I'm already number 2 on the rankings. What I should say is that this course didn't actually exist until a couple of months ago, which is when I put it up on Strava myself. So there is that. Fortunately, when you create a new course on Strava, it goes back through all the old data and backfills the rankings. So it's not like we don't have any times to compete with. In fact, I think the person who currently holds the course record set it back in 2017. Anyway, I need to do a quick warm-up lap, so I'll take you guys on a guided tour of the park, and voice over me can explain a little bit more about my goals and expectations. Thank you so much for that wonderful setup there, real life me. Having already mentioned my earlier Zhongshan Park loop, I should say that my goals for this run were based almost entirely off my performance during that time trial. I am, at least in my own mind, a marathon runner. That's starting to change a bit the more I run and the more I find that I actually enjoy the shorter stuff quite a bit more, by which I mean half marathons and 10Ks. I still view the 5K as a sprint and anything shorter as almost an entirely different sport. I am definitely not a miler at heart. And so my only experience of all-out running at this sort of pace was my 2K time trial at Zhongshan Park. During that, I set a new mile PB of 5 minutes and 33 seconds, or possibly 34. All my Garmin data is now on a different account. Anyway, after that, it seemed obvious to me that I should be able to run a sub 5 minute and 30 second mile. One of the things that keeps me and many others motivated in running is having goals, both short-term and long-term. At the long end for me, that's a sub 3-hour marathon, and at the short end, well, if I have to run the mile, clearly 4 minutes isn't happening. Even 4 minutes 30 would take an intervention from the gods, like all of them. And so the first big round number landmark that isn't laughably ridiculous is probably sub 5 minutes. It's still pretty ridiculous, don't get me wrong, but it's something to work towards, even if I never end up making it. Step 1 is running under 5 minutes and 30, then 5:20, and well, you get the picture. So yeah, my goal for today, in the simplest of terms, was to run a mile in under 5 minutes and 30 seconds, which by itself would be enough to grab me the course record on this course that I made myself, and you can decide if that's cheating or not. But I will just say, there was no course there when I searched, and I picked a clockwise loop starting and finishing at the entrance, and taking the longest flat route around. I did skip out the hill, which, in my defense, I was planning to take on as a separate loop later on, but, well, you know, time. As for expectations, well, I knew I was capable of going sub 5:30, at least on a good day. But the summer heat left me less than certain in practice, and it was not cool. In case voiceover me forgot to mention, it's currently 35 degrees, although at least the sun's not beating down. Meow meow. Kind of rubbish. That's fine. Alright, warm-up complete. Time to get going. Mile time trial and course record attempt. This is going to be horrible. 3, 2, 1, go! Garmin has that, I think, 317 or 318 kilometer and a 522 mile. GPS is a little bit off at the front, so I don't know if Strava's going to recognize the course, but I know the distance. I was definitely a sub 530 mile. And even if the GPS is off, I know that was easily a course record. Oh boy, did that hurt. Oh, I'm gonna have to sit down and have a rest. All right, I wanted to know what the result was, so I just popped on Garmin Connect, downloaded the exercise file, uploaded it manually to Strava so I could take a look. And in case you're wondering why I did that and why I don't just get it to automatically update, I live in China. That does not work here. Strava has given me the course record in 5 minutes 14, which works out as 321 per kilometer for the course. Strava gives my mile time as 524, whereas Garmin I think was 523, so around about that. And kilometer time for 318 on both, at least I think. Either way, that's a new kilometer PB, a new mile PB, and a second course record that I'll have in the bag when I leave China, which is the day after tomorrow. So yeah, don't think I'll be getting any more chances to try and do one of these until we head to Vietnam. But that's not going to stop us. There's probably going to be a ton of places in Haiphong. There's already a couple that I've got my eye on. So hopefully more of these videos will be coming in future. And if you like this one, please do give it a like, leave a comment, anything for the old algorithm. Like I said, the last CR one I did is currently my least watched video. So hey, if you don't like this one, I guess I'll have some more data for that. I quite like doing these. Personally, this is the sort of stuff that I prefer watching as well. So I do hope this one does well. And yeah, I hope you guys like it. See you next time out. 谢谢。